So just looking at the renewable powers, there is a massive increase in the last few years in solar and wind particularly. There is large increases in some of the others as well, but just the scale of these are just so huge that it's changing what's possible, and it's changing what we thought was going to be possible. And those investments paying off. If you look at here, so what we've got is the cost, or the relative cost, of building new power plants. And on the right, you've got your traditional power plants, your coal, nuclear, gas, and hydro. And really, there's not much change. You're seeing, if you look at that very last year, so 2018, things are within a couple of percent of what they were a decade ago, or maybe there's actually an increase of a small amount. Now, so if you're building traditional plants, not much change. If you're building renewable plants, the more modern ones, the wind power, battery storage, and solar PV, okay, battery storage isn't really a generation source in the same way as the others, but there you're seeing kind of huge reductions in costs, installation costs. And if we look at onshore wind, that's 20% cheaper than it was a decade ago. If we look at battery storage, that's less than half the price that it was a decade ago. And if we're looking at solar panels, solar PV, well, that's slightly more than a fifth of the price, maybe a third of the price. So you're seeing an 80% discount almost. And obviously that means there is an exponential rise in the amount of these that are being installed, which is leading to even more investment, because people are saying, well, okay, this is the future, this is where things are going. But there's a whole load of extra complexities that comes with this. The stuff on the right, you can say, produce this amount of power at this time and be pretty sure it's going to do it. The stuff on the left, you can't tell how much power to produce. You can't open a valve, shovel in more coal, whatever it is. The sun will shine as much as it shines. The wind will blow as much as it blows. And your forecasts will be off by some amount. So I think that's an interesting tie-up between kind of environmental concerns, costs, investment, and the practical engineering aspects that I find really interesting.